Hey everybody, welcome back. I have this Saturday off, which I guess is probably changing because if you guys watched my previous video, things are slowing down at work. But unfortunately, a plant local to us has been shut down for issues pertaining to wastewater, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, this video is on the '08 F150. And for those of you who have been around a bit, will remember I got this back in the summertime. So I'm going to do an overview on it. This is an '08, like I said. I got this from my stepdad because he got a different truck. I have to pardon how dirty and how it sat for a while because I need to put brakes on this and get it through inspection. But this truck, I'm getting inside of it because we have a lot of water traffic going on right now. But this has the 4.6 liter V8 automatic with the dial 4-wheel drive in this. This truck has a total of, let's see if I can get this to view, 223,000. Actually, hold on. It just so happens I have the keys. I must have the door open a little too long. I'll bring the miles back up. 223,046.8 miles on original engine and transmission. The reason I got this truck was because, nothing against my Dodge, but it works really well, but I wanted to cut back miles on that truck, and this has a little bit heavier duty suspension that it works well for hauling scrap metal and stuff like that. Now, this is the second truck like this, this body style that I have owned. I had an '04 years ago. It wasn't as heavy duty built as this one, but kind of lost that in an accident. But anyway, some common issues I know of with this body style of Ford would be, if anybody's familiar with the Fords, I know in particular this body style. I don't know about like the '98 style, if anybody knows on that. Like I said, water truck traffic like crazy. Changing spark plugs on this the spark plugs easily break off in the heads. And some of them have shot them out of the heads, which I know is common in the next body style down. And another thing, the frames. Every parts truck on these body style, I found like on Marketplace or Craigslist, the frames on these get rotted out. Now, I do have an '06 parts truck where it literally looks like all along the frame rails, look like it has so many rust holes, it looks like someone shot it with a .22. It runs and drives good, and it doesn't even have, I think it on the truck itself has like 150 some thousand on it, but it's got a lower mileage transmission and engine due to the original engine. I can't remember the story, but the original motor got trashed somehow. Another thing, right there, you got these cross pieces that go the widthwise of the bed. On my '04 this happened. Those rot out in the middle, and the floor became really weak in that truck. The bed sides, the tailgate, everything else was fine, but those right there, and the floor actually started to rot out too on it. This one is good and solid yet, and that's one of the biggest reasons I didn't have about getting this truck, is because this thing is solid, and it has, for a gas that is considered high mileage, yes, but it still runs good. I mean, for 200, let's just say 225,000 miles on it, it runs pretty good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this motor, when you first start it up, particularly when it's cold, it reads a misfire on the number 5 cylinder. I've put new spark plugs and the coil packs on this truck, so when you first start it up, it'll read it, but once it warms up, the mist completely goes away. Now, the parts truck has a 5.4 liter engine in it. Now, I contemplated, when the motor, if this motor craps out, which it could not, don't know, taking that 5.4 and putting in here, but then you have to go through the process of changing computers and all kinds of stuff, so I really don't want to deal with that kind of hassle. But down the road from the farm, I think you guys who have seen when I was going to get the hay wagon with the 656, that salvage yard that we drove past, I went to school with him, and he does get these 4.6s in, so I think what I want to do is get a lower mileage motor off of him and put in here. Because unless the frame goes bad on this truck, I don't see a need to really do anything with it aside from that. Because it's got a lot of life in it yet, so there's no need to screw with that. This hasn't actually been started in a 2 weeks, something like that. So we're just gonna go ahead and fire up just to show you guys what 200 and some odd thousand miles on this truck actually does sound like. Didn't miss a beat. It is a little bit messy right now. I do need to clean it out, but now that things have slowed down, I'm going to be getting into things, taking care of stuff that I've been needing to. But when you work all the time, it's hard to keep up with everything. I did have a CB in here at one time, but my brother, who is actually doing a lot better with the situation, he drives truck for the meat packing plant that I actually work in the plant for. His CB crapped out and he needed one, so I sent mine with him. I do intend to get a different, I want to do something different in this truck anyway, so it's not that big a deal to me. But I will put another one in here because it'll get used a lot, especially when with scrapping and everything like that. So there will be a new one in here. Eventually, if I get my idea to do is I'm gonna get the brakes and stuff here soon to get it done. During the summer, we got 2 vacations planned. I would like to take this over to my buddy's garage and have him pull the bed off, clean and undercoat the bed and as much of the frame as he can, to try and keep this going as long as possible. And I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to put a snowplow on it yet. I thought about it, but I'm not too entirely sure with having a loader tractor coming. So, but so far I cannot complain about this truck. I like it a lot better than the 04 I had. That one was a bit of a thorn in my rear, but this one served me really well. So as long as the frame holds out going to try and keep her going as long as possible. So this is the F-150. So the snow is starting to melt, so hopefully I can get around to doing something on those two bottom plows to kind of show them up a bit. Do a video on them because they are going to get used this year. So hopefully the weather holds out. So I guess that's going to do it for this one today. Yeah, messy truck. Definitely needs clean. Well, it needs cleaned all the way around because the travel on this road, there's so much dirt coming off the dirt roads where these water trucks are hauling. It's a real thorn in the rear. So anyway, that's going to do for now. I appreciate everybody commenting and kind words for my brother. So I will catch you guys on the next video, and stay safe.